Hey world, welcome to the Nola Experience podcast. Yes, my eyes were closed for that because this is a special one. Like, if you're watching, for the people who like to listen, that's cool. Maybe you're not able to watch, but the moment you get to watch, just run on over to Spotify or YouTube so you can see what's about to happen because we're just going to get right into it.
Cheers?
Yes.
Why are we cheersing though?
Why are we cheersing? Wow. I can just hear my father being mad at that S.
What S?
Why are we cheersing?
Cheersing?
It's okay.
Oh, is it cheering?
Now that I thought
It's
of it,
not cheering.
it's not cheering.
It's not cheering. It's cheersing.
Why are we cheersing? I'm going to
Even
look
though
this up later.
grammatically, it's probably not correct, but
Why are we
psychologically,
making a toast?
it's right.
Is it a toast?
Yeah.
Cheers and toast. Not the
Cheers.
same. What?
Cheers and toast.
It's our season
Salud.
finale, right?
Yes.
This is the recap of season 2. We're going to be just what it says.
Yeah, recapping season 2. Mm-hmm.
And before we even start, we're just going to get right to it with this.
It's not champagne.
This is the 4th time these glasses are clinking because this is tequila.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers to you. Producer, cheers to you.
Shout out to Shot of
It's
Adrenaline.
a fact.
Ready?
I don't know. Okay.
That was kind of
I'm really a lightweight now. Like I can't hang.
that was
I can't hang. Like I used to be able to hang. Like I mean, there's like footage of me sprawled on pool tables. Like I mean, like I
wow,
can't.
you were really about that life.
Yeah, I
never
was,
into
but
being sprawled.
Yeah, it's done. It's over.
But we're not really a drinking podcast.
No.
If you pay
No.
attention, we never have alcohol. It's
Very
very we can actually mention the times we've had it. Definitely episode 1, game night,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe another one. but
Chicago.
Definitely Chicago.
Chicago.
That was an under the influence episode. But we don't usually have alcohol. But today we're like, let's have some wine
Mm-hmm.
and a shot
Sure.
to kind of kick it off.
Yep.
But how are you feeling?
Good. I'm good. I'm really good.
Are
I'm good.
you never not good? Are you ever not good?
There are times I'm not good. I might not say it.
But
As,
today
like,
is one
men
of those days
ego
where
stuff.
You're honest today. You're telling
Yeah,
me.
yeah, no. Like, yeah, things have been good. Things have been really good. So how about you?
Ecstatic,
That's good.
wonderful.
You can't say ecstatic and lie.
Nah.
Like nobody will say I'm
That's-
ecstatic
Nah,
and be
that's
lying.
dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
If you do that, you're a psycho.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's
for
very wrong.
sure.
So that's honest.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful, honest.
I'm glad to hear it.
Welcome, people,
Mm-hmm.
to the season 2 recap of the Nola Experience podcast. First of all, we're grateful for the people.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, forget
this
about
is
it.
not happening. I always say it, and I'm always going to say it. If
Mhm.
nobody's listening, if nobody was encouraging us and giving us good vibes,
You wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
That's funny.
Why am I setting up equipment and light that's making me hot and sweat?
It's a lot of stuff.
I could just do this looking at the ceiling in my bedroom
Yeah,
and just
yeah, yeah.
talking. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
very
saying?
true.
But
That's true.
shout out to the people. We're so grateful for you.
Mm-hmm.
So when we did the season 1 recap, we did a compilation of what you like to say. We did a what's goody
That's true.
compilation.
This is true.
And in season 2, we're
We
going to
switched it up.
do my compilation of
Your intro.
the Hey World
Hey world.
or the What's Up World.
What's up world?
What's going on, world? I don't
Which
like
is
when
funny.
you imitate me because you change your voice and I'm like,
I
is that how I sound? Like,
No, it's not how you sound at all.
how do you
It's
say
how
it?
my weirdness hears you. Hey world.
Wow, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into the Hey World, What's Up World compilation.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, world? Welcome back to the Nola Experience podcast. What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? Yo, this guy. What happened? What's
Hey,
up,
world. I'm sorry.
What's up, world? What's up, world? What's up, world? Hey, world. What's up? What's up, world? What's good, world? What's up, world? That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. 'Cause
Yeah. You know what's the funniest? Do you ever really realize it? Like that you say something like that every episode? You probably don't even. Oh, you do it on purpose? Like
seriously, you think I've done that 24 times by accident?
Yeah.
No.
Like what's goody is my thing. I just say what's goody.
True.
Now I don't really think about it. Like
No.
I'm gonna say what's goody. Like it's my thing.
I actually wanted to say something different
Have a
from
thing.
what I usually say.
So you were intentional.
Yeah, I was intentional about not saying what I say everywhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
If
That's
that
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, so during season 2, we hit a super dope milestone. We had our 2nd anniversary celebration, the glow up, the Nola Experience glow up, and it was a sold out event.
Yeah.
It was what was your favorite part? Like, what was your highlight?
I loved how we got the audience involved with the with just the event, and when we did the trivia, I loved that. Like when we had people, answering questions. Like we obviously had a lot of people who watched the podcast, so it was good to see like people know stuff about us and know stuff about the podcast. So the trivia was really fun. Like it was really,
and we
I loved
gave
it.
away a prize.
And we gave away a prize. Who won it? I forgot.
I believe her name was Taisha.
Okay.
We gave her
Shout out to
a Ring doorbell.
That's a nice prize.
Yeah, it was a nice prize.
That's a nice prize.
And
yeah.
other people won things too, but my highlight kind of includes yours. My highlight was just the fact that it was sold out. The fact that so many beautiful people were there. A lot of people were wearing blue for some reason.
I did not even notice that.
Yes, as I was going through the pictures, I was like, hold on.
You were wearing blue, right?
I was wearing blue, so it stood out. Keisha had on blue. Felicia, Wavy's manager, what's his name again? Deacon.
Yeah, Deacon.
He had on blue. A couple of people had on blue, and I was like, that's interesting. It's not random blue either. It was royal blue. That was the most beautiful part of the event, was just watching all of these people show up and engaging with them, playing the games.
Yes.
We had champagne toast. We had a whole lot of bottles floating around.
I took one home.
Really? How was it?
It was good.
We had
Great.
the Vera Wang sparkling, different types. It was such a fun and dope event. Definitely grateful for that. Shout out to everybody who came out, and see you next year.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a good time. I loved everything about that. Yeah, dope.
So none of this would be possible without
The squad. Yeah.
Shout out to Shot of Adrenaline.
Yeah,
like,
that's a fact.
he's always back there
Doing it up.
and I tell people all the time, they really think this is such a nice guy. Like, when people are around,
He's not a nice guy.
He's not mean to us.
No,
He
maybe
haven't-
you.
Damn. He really be having an attitude when we over.
You know what?
When we go over time.
He's just. I don't want to say aggressive. It's not aggressive. It's strict. Strict is the word. Strict.
Yo,
like,
when he starts giving us those hand signals, it infuriates me. I'm like,
I feel like the sky goes dark when you see this.
but the funny thing is, he gives us these hand signals, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at him, and it seems like he didn't see me look at him. Maybe he wants you to look at him as well.
Maybe.
I look at him to let him know, I know we have 10 more minutes.
Yeah. Because
And
most likely we don't see it at the same time. Like you'll see it and I won't, or I'll see
We
it and you
never see it at
won't.
the same time.
Yeah, and then he has to do it 5 more
So I'm
times to
like,
make
is that
sure.
why he doesn't he see
Probably.
me seeing it?
Probably.
Or is he waiting for you to see it too? But
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
be like 5 minutes, and I'm like, there's no way we can do this in 5. 'Cause
Yeah. We got 25 minutes more of cuts.
and then when he realizes we're going over time, he is pissed. But he tries to play it off, but we know he's tight. And then when we're done, he's like, great job, guys. we know you mad, bro.
Always the pep
It's all
talk.
good.
Much love. We appreciate you,
Shout
brother.
out to Shot of
We
Adrenaline,
appreciate
man.
you. That's a
who,
fact. Puts up with all the nonsense and then some.
Yeah.
But it's good, you know. It helps get the whole thing rolling and get everything together.
Yeah, shout out to us.
Shout out to us too.
Shout out to me.
Nah, shout out to you for real. Like, yo, you really be holding it down.
Really?
Yes. Come on, you do. You really do. You
Thank
really
you.
put in a lot of work. The designs, as if anyone doesn't know, I think we spoke about this before. In the last recap, I feel like we did. All of the designs, the aesthetic, the way things look is all Nola. You know, I cannot take any credit for that.
Yeah, because you're more of a sound guy.
I'm more of a sound guy.
I can't do sound.
Okay, you see, this is where it comes in,
I can
you know?
do look and flavor.
Yes. But the look and the flavor, though?
Flavor means food, which has nothing to do with this podcast.
Nah, but flavor, it doesn't necessarily mean
I see what
food.
you're saying. Vibe.
Vibe,
yeah.
The vibe is all you. And not just the vibe. Behind the scenes, you do a lot of work, too. You make things super organized and super structured and make sure that we can, you know, we're on time and scheduled and understand everything that's happening with each episode. So
yeah.
I know AD does, but I want to let you know that I really appreciate you too.
that.
For
Thank
real.
you.
Like,
Thank
honestly, like it does help. And I'm super chaotic. I'm chaotic energy. So sometimes I need that, you know, because if you leave it up to me, I want everything to be random and chaotic and just blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
can't function like that.
I see that.
I can't function
I
like
see
that.
I see that.
So do you have like a surprise gift under the table for me or something? Like, are you going to pull out a box?
You know what? It's on the way. See how like Amazon, like the way they was set up with the gift.
Maybe it was, they're delayed.
It's delayed.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it said that it got lost. Yeah, ever happened to you, Amazon?
Nah.
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple times.
You think they're going to retrieve it?
Sometimes they don't.
Damn, bro.
They'll just refund you and you won't even know.
Oh my
like,
God.
know what I mean? But
wow, I didn't even know that they get down. All right, so let's see what
but
happens.
sometimes, yeah. I got
see what
something.
happens.
Something's on the way.
I'm going to give you 30 days.
It's more than enough time. More than enough time.
Anyway, so we kicked off this season with episode 1, which that was chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know it was chaotic because you were in your comfortable bed in New York while I was 3 hours behind in California.
Uh-huh.
Yo. Recording episode 1, Digital Dick, with special guest Fiona.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I want the full insight. I want the full insight of this episode.
It was wild because you know that I'm not super technical with
Yes.
the equipment and all of that.
Yes, and you were alone. You didn't have anyone in the team with
Yeah, I
you.
was out there by myself and I thought I could do this. This is pretty simple. And I was telling her, I was like, I want to show the guys that I can do this. You can ask her. I literally told her that.
That's so funny. I got something to prove.
I told her that. I was like, Fiona, I want to show the guys that I can do this. And it took us maybe 3 hours to shoot that episode.
Wow.
Because
technical difficulties.
Things were dying. When we started, we were using natural light. The sun was out. At one point, we looked out like, yo, it's mad dark. The sun is gone. Oh, my goodness.
That's so funny.
It ended up just being a complete wreck, a mess. We lost footage.
Really?
We had all the audio. You forgot?
You see the behind the scenes? People would never know.
Yo.
I forgot because that's so long ago. My
Yeah.
memory is like
It's over a
only
year
5
ago.
episodes at a time.
But
So,
we
yeah.
lost a lot of footage. We had to end up fitting pictures into the footage.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hot mess. I was like,
You guys look like you had a really good time,
we had a
though.
blast.
Yeah.
We
You
had
look
a
like you had
blast.
so much.
We
That's why I
had-
asked you like earlier where you lit, like, cause y'all was cackling.
But that's just me and her.
Okay,
That's just
good.
our energy. Like, we're just gonna cackle because we know what it is. It's you know, you have that person that you just laugh for no reason. You're just obnoxious. But we had on. She gave me this like pum pum shorts onesie situation that had, I think, fruit or tacos on it, and hers had like candy or something.
Oh, she gave you that onesie.
Everything that Fiona has, she gives me one. She's like, we're gonna look alike. Like,
wow, that's cute.
whatever I'm doing, you're gonna be doing
That's
it. And I'm
cute.
like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
That
But
is
it was
cool.
so cute. We had that on. It was like super feminine, sexy, girly.
Cool.
A lot of cackling, like you said. And we were just talking about online dating, and ended up being an episode that people were just talking about all the time because of the title.
Of course.
Before they ever listened to it. But then when you heard the stories, you're like, damn, okay.
Yeah, I'm
super
doing
interesting,
cocaine
but-
and yeah, so that was definitely a fun episode. That's definitely up there with one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. But we had challenges throughout.
Forget about it.
We had challenges throughout this entire. With everything you do, you're going to have a challenge.
For sure.
What was like one of your biggest challenges getting through this season?
I thought about this, and there was a few things I realized. Like, season 1 definitely had its challenges, but for me it was a little bit easier because it was Zoom.
But we were also on lockdown. Like,
Everything was locked down.
It was 2020 quarantine.
Yes. So there wasn't really, like, my schedule wasn't full. There wasn't many things to be happening or things to be doing. Like, it was like work and really it was work, podcast, and family. That was really everything that was on my schedule. There was literally nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So with this new season, once everything starts opening up again and
You was
booming,
outside.
oh my God, I was outside.
And you were a dad.
And I was a dad. So baby is here. Baby wants stuff.
That ain't no baby.
Is like doing
Yeah,
these.
that ain't no
like,
baby. I
give
heard
me-
that girl count down from 5. That's
yeah,
not a baby,
yeah,
bro.
she's counting to 13. So like, yeah, so she like I'm in full dad mode, which obviously means I gotta grind more, do things. We had issues with, well, I won't say issues, but we changed studios.
Oh my gosh.
We changed studios.
Which was a little bit, no, not a little bit. It was a lot more convenient for you
Yes.
because it's closer to you. But then we had to rebuild.
Well, this is what I'm saying. First, we started in Brooklyn. So we started in Brooklyn. I was coming out to Brooklyn, which wasn't that bad, to be honest. Like, it wasn't that bad. Yes, parking sucks sometimes.
Parking.
So you
We
driving
were
around
across the street from Barclays.
yeah, I was like in the thick of it. So sometimes it'd be a little annoying, but it wasn't that bad. So then we moved to LI. So I mean, I would say I don't want to say that was a challenge, but it was a little difficult at times, obviously. But for the most part, it was just that transition from going from Zoom to in person and all of the things that come with that. The traveling,
yeah.
the, just being outside, the schedule filling up, and then, of course, being the dad.
And it wasn't Zoom doing everything. We had to
Yes.
do everything from
That's
scratch.
a fact, too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was nuts.
Yeah, so, yeah. It was challenging, but we got through it.
Yeah, I think for me, it was way more personal. It was the fact that I had to go through this journey of making decisions on what I was going to do moving forward and not doing everything. Because I was just doing the most, doing everything, and
Just in general, or are you talking about for the podcast?
in general, just outside of the podcast,
True. Yes,
not
yes,
even
yes.
related. And 95% of the things I was doing were things that I didn't really feel passionate about, but I was making money. So I was like, a lot of people, most people,
Yeah,
if
sure.
this is putting money in my pocket, I'm going to do what I had to do. But it was making me depressed. So I had to choose. Am I going to choose the money, or am I going to choose my mental health?
Yeah, yeah.
I chose my mental health, chose the podcast, cleared the way for so much. And I decided that this podcast was going to be the thing, as opposed to all those other things I was doing. And it was the hardest thing in the world to pull off emotionally, because it just felt like, how am I going to cut out all of this money to do something that I'm not getting paid from?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That's such a challenging thing to do
For
in
sure.
today's world, with all these bills and
sure.
wanting to have a certain type of lifestyle. But that was my big challenge, which benefits the podcast in a lot of ways. But on a personal level, it took me almost a year to make that decision.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because it's a leap of faith.
Yeah.
It's a leap of faith, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to take that leap. And really, it's almost necessary.
Absolutely.
It's almost necessary to take that leap. I definitely feel you. Yeah. Whew. I can only imagine.
How do you feel you've grown from that challenge, though, or those challenges?
I feel like I've definitely grown. I feel like for a long time, like I've gone through so many transitions of just like, I guess, who I am and the things that I do. And for a long time, I've been like, yes, man. Like I always say yes to everything, even if it means
sacrificing yourself.
Sacrificing myself. And I've been like, for the past couple years, I've been in the transition to try to find peace in saying no and being okay with it, and understanding that it's not really a bad thing, because I think a while in my mind, I'm just always assuming if I say no, that I'm doing someone wrong.
Right. Or the anxiety of missing out on an opportunity.
Yes, yes. So there's definitely been a lot of like that, especially with this season. There's been so much of that just in my life with like juggling. Damn, I'm juggling so many different things, and especially as the older you get, the things become more heavy, like more like real. Like there's certain things like you juggle that you can drop and it'll be okay, but then you get to the point, it's like certain things that you're juggling you can't drop.
Yeah, because there are a lot of things
hanging
on to these
these
moves.
Yeah, so
and we talked about that on one of our episodes, Burnout.
Yes.
Episode entitled Burnout.
Yeah, so that's been like the struggle. It's been a struggle, but also like I guess like a learning and transition, like almost like a butterfly into something that I believe is going to be something better.
Absolutely. Agreed.
You know, I believe it's something going to be better.
Everything leads to something, and if your intention is something great, then that's most likely what you're going to get.
Yeah.
My growth goes right back to, my challenge of learning to let go. And once you let go and you clear the way for certain things, it's just so miraculous to me that at one point I'm like, I was feeling like therapy wasn't really helping me with feeling depressed.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that this depression is coming from doing things that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Once I let
because you're getting quote unquote gratification from it, financial gratification.
Right.
People are telling you, "Oh,
Right.
this is awesome," da da
Right.
da. So you're like,
But
"Oh yeah,"
your body
is
be
telling
knowing
you
the
the
truth.
truth.
Yeah, your body be like, this ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
And letting that stuff go and waking up on my birthday and all of those dark feelings are gone.
Wow.
This is probably hands down the first time in my entire life that I've been joyful for such a long time consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Because since my birthday, I haven't felt any type of weird, dark, wild energy at
Yeah.
all.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm knocking on plastic that, that this wasn't just a long break. But,
Yeah.
nah, I feel the difference. I know that, okay, this is just a matter of my body sensing this is not where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're forcing these things. So
That's so crazy. I mean, not in a bad way,
I
but
know.
from somebody outside looking in,
Yeah.
it's just like, yo, this is what like Nola's meant to do. Like she's meant
It's
to be
wild.
the vegan cooking person.
Right.
Like
It's
yo,
wild.
it's really crazy.
It's
Like,
wild.
y-
You
well,
know, because I'm that type of person. If I set my mind to something, I'm going to go hard,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
it's gonna look seamless.
right.
Mm.
So even when I was in culinary school, I'm not into baking, but I had to take a baking course to pass. That's a part of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took baking,
Mm-hmm.
and my baking was so great that people I knew started ordering things from
Like
me.
you're
Like,
a baker. I was like, no,
yeah.
I'm not.
all of a sudden, I'm making cheesecake. I'm making these cakes with these weird shapes. And then I was like, guys, stop.
I don't like it.
I don't bake. Stop.
I don't bake.
but
That's
they're
so
like-
funny.
Why is it so good? I'm like, because I wanted straight A's. I wanted to
Wow.
pass. So I did what I had to do. And even in my classes, I was just always this goofy person, just
Mhm.
always cracking jokes, always doing some wild, crazy stuff. But when it was time to take my test,
Mhm.
and when it was time to get serious, I transformed so fast,
Mhm.
and everybody stayed the same.
Wow.
So when they're trying to play around with me and I'm ignoring them, like I'm straight up in your face,
yeah.
acting like I don't even hear you, acting goofy. I'm like, they were like, oh, wow, because I had a goal. So
Mhm.
that's just my everything I do. And I was about to say something funny as hell, but
Hey, it's
I,
not
I
a comedy.
remember, I just remember messing around with this guy. He's like, you be just going above and beyond, going certain things. Like, we're not that serious. And I'm not talking about
What do you mean?
sexually.
Okay.
And he's like, it's not that serious. And he was like, but then I thought about it and I was like, that's just her personality. And I'm like, I didn't think I was doing anything.
Yeah.
Huge. I thought that was just basic.
Just the average. Yeah, just like
But that's
I'm not even doing my best, and it's coming out fire. Like, like
Anyway, we have a huge announcement.
yes. So I love this podcast.
Yes.
You know, I love
It's because of you this podcast exists.
Yes, I love this podcast. I love you guys. You guys obviously are my family and my friends, be above and beyond anything else. But
That butt was mad big.
but with two T's, no.
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at her butt.
But this will be my final episode.
Yeah, guys.
This will be my final episode with the Nola Row Experience podcast. And right here, right now, we are gonna unravel this.
Okay.
We're gonna unravel this because
I don't know what that looks like, so I'm scared.
Me
I'm like,
neither. Me
okay.
neither. Because we have not spoke about this at all.
About what?
About me leaving
We
the
did.
podcast.
No?
We didn't
We-
really.
We spoke about it during a meeting, but you mean we didn't follow up?
No, we didn't really speak about it. The last time we spoke about it was like, okay, we'll have this conversation at another time. That was it.
That's not how I took it.
Okay. So
Okay.
you see, that was the
All
misunderstanding.
right, so let's
Okay.
unravel it in your terms, but
Okay, so in my terms,
producers throwing up gang signs. So
no,
don't-
no, in my terms, I was very unsure and undecided about how I wanted to move forward with the podcast. I was because I love you guys so much, and I love everything this podcast is about, and I believe in it.
Yeah,
I believe in it.
I know.
And I believe that it will be something. It will be something great and
Yeah.
wonderful. And it's just like we were talking about the FOMO. You know, like the FOMO is definitely there.
Okay.
But if I have to deeply speak within myself and say, you know, what it really is, do you honestly have the time? And then we had the conversation about dedicating what it requires to make this successful.
Yeah.
If I honestly ask myself that, do I have the time to dedicate what it requires to be fully involved in this?
Yeah.
I have to say no.
Yeah. And I recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
And once I everything that you just said, I already knew.
Okay. Yes.
Not the FOMO. It's more of these are my people. I made a commitment, and that's like the hardest place to go in and say, guys, this is what's happening with me. So I was like, I'm gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna put it on the table for you because
Yeah.
I recognize it, and I know that that might be a difficult thing to express.
Yes.
And I also wanted you to know, like, bro, this is life. There's no way I am going to hold life against you.
Yeah.
I'm not about to hold your path against you. That's the wildest thing in the world to me. Like, I'm not about to say, we're not family anymore. We're not friends. We're not talking because you're not going. I don't even believe in that when it comes to like family.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that when it comes to romantic relationships. People are not always meant to stay on identical paths. Like, it's unrealistic. It goes against nature, but it's love.
Absolutely. 100%.
I get it. I'm hearing this song in my head, Alicia Keys. I'm gonna try to find and make it without you tonight. I'm gonna try to find a name.
Sounds familiar.
She's like, I'm gonna try to find a way to make it without you. Because to me, you're like a super important element here. And now I have to figure out how to be mad funny. Because I need to bring extra.
I am not that funny,
What?
man.
I be cracking up when I'm listening back.
Put it in the comment section. Am I that funny? Am I the comic relief
I
here?
think you're hilarious.
I appreciate it. No, but I love y'all for real.
Yeah,
If
love
I
you
haven't
too.
said it already,
Yeah.
I love y'all.
We love you.
I mean, come on, we ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna
Yeah.
see y'all. We getting dinner next week.
Yeah,
so
we're getting dinner. I'm not gonna say the date because people be tracking people
that's
these days
true. That's true.
beating them up.
Next week, all right. Next week we'll.
So, in spite of all the madness that went down, we did have some really dope moments.
Oh yeah, we have many dope moments.
We had, but we're gonna narrow it down.
to the few.
Yeah, if we leave it up to you.
Oh my God, forget about it. We'll be here all night long.
Okay,
all
so
night.
favorite episodes.
My favorite episodes. Sods or sewed?
Sewed.
Okay, my favorite episode.
Singular.
My favorite episode has to be Under the Influence.
Chicago.
Chicago.
So we were out in Chicago.
First of all, I want to say, I hope I'm not mistaken. That's the first time we traveled as a podcast.
Yes.
Yes. So that's one part of it. We traveled as a, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Together.
That's the first time we traveled
All
as a
of us.
All of us.
Yes.
Yes, traveled as a podcast. We had a really dope guest.
Shout out to Kimbo.
Yeah, we had a really dope guest. We had a
Kimbo-ology.
fun. Yeah,
Love
she's
her.
so awesome. I love her. She's awesome.
So I know this is your favorite episode, but can I tell you what I love? My favorite part of that episode, other than your story.
Okay.
Because your story was wild.
That's so funny. Okay, but yes.
I love when Kimbo said she takes the worms and feed them the worms
to
that
her
eat her weed.
chickens.
She feed them to her chicken because the worms be
And
fucking
she's
up her
like,
weed.
Fuck them worms.
Love that.
Yeah. No, that was a really dope episode. We had so much fun, and just that weekend, I think it was a weekend, was like
That
we had
was
good times.
we had this crazy apartment.
We had this beautiful apartment.
Yo, we were like 33 feet. I said
Yeah,
33 feet.
something like that,
Somebody
right?
help
Oh,
me.
feet. Oh God.
33 stories.
Stories high. Yeah. It was. We had so much fun.
It's just super
We,
sexy
you know,
building.
Yeah.
We were on the roof.
Yep.
It was
Yeah, we all got together. We were, it was good times,
Yeah.
good times.
yeah.
So that's my fave. How about you?
My favorite episode. I already talked so much about Digital Dick, but that's my favorite episode.
Really?
It was my favorite episode because of everything that I said earlier, being there with Fiona, and it was just girl talk. We were in her bed. Like, we literally filmed this episode
Yeah.
in her bed. Her
The
whole
vibes.
bedroom is like super luxurious pink girly stuff going on, and we were at some point having a pillow fight. It was just
The
these
vibes.
grown women, 39-year-old women in these little outfits having a pillow fight, but it was just a lot of giggling, a lot of fun, a lot of laughing, and the challenges, the fact that everything just kept going wrong and it was so hard to do, but then we figured out how to pull it off. So yeah, that was my favorite.
Nah, that definitely was a good one. Obviously, I think, like you said, everyone enjoyed that episode because we can tell you guys were having fun. We connected with that
And
experience,
her stories were wild.
and her stories were definitely wild.
And
so
she didn't even
shout
tell
out
us the
to
wildest one.
season 3, maybe. So that was definitely
Favorite
a good one.
moments.
Favorite moments.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Favorite
guess
moment.
moment.
Mhm.
Well, I guess it's very telling of the type of vibe that I like. But I like the game night episode. The game night episode, once again, because we did something different.
Mm-hmm.
I love when we step outside of the realm of what we usually do,
Yes.
and we do something completely different. So we had 2 guests, which I think is a first. 2 guests at one
the same time, because
Yes.
we did have that one with Wavy and Teak,
Yes.
but they weren't together.
They weren't together. Yeah. So we had 2 guests at the same time, and we were playing a game. Shout out to That's Dope. So we were playing a game. We had 2 guests, and 2 cool people. We laughed a lot. We had a really fun time. A-Slay and On
Shout out to
Smash.
them.
Yeah. So that was really fun. Like, I
That was
enjoyed
a
those
lot of
episodes
fun.
when we have fun.
That
So
was a lot of fun.
yeah. So that was a goodie.
Maybe you can come back for game night in season 3 because we have a new game company.
Oh, I'm with it.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
am
talk about
so
that
with
later on. No
I am
spoilers.
so with it. No spoilers. Okay.
So my favorite moment was definitely the Promise Game episode with Kenny. When we did the SOA Q&A and Adrenaline asked him what's something that you kept from your parents, like a secret from your parents or something like that. And he thought about it so long, and then he was like, nah, I'm not answering that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not answering
And
that.
I don't think we ever got that answer, did we? We didn't even get it behind the scenes.
No, he didn't tell us.
Dang, we messed up. Next time.
All
We
right.
forgot to ask because we would have put him on blast right here, right now. No, I'm kidding.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But
no, that was a good one.
our audience has their favorite episode too, and it's the hypergamy episode.
Really?
Yeah, with Ms. Brownstone.
Why not? Why? Of course,
It was
would
the
be that one.
hypergamy. People really rocked with that. It's the most viewed, most listened to episode.
Wow.
And
Shout out to Ms. Brownstone.
it's actually the second listened to episode, but it's the most viewed. And I think that even on social media, the topic of women knowing what they want and saying, I'm dating up. You have to have a certain amount of money. You have to have a certain social status and stuff like that.
Huge topic.
People were either triggered or with it.
Yes.
So it was very polarizing.
Yes. This, I guess, past year or so, since we had so many of these relationship gurus like kind of on the rise, and these people kind of battling between feminism, and it's just been a lot around that topic. So I can understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I get it too, but that was super dope. I enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, it was fun.
My damn self.
Did we do game night that episode? That day too?
Yes.
That was a good day. That was a fun day.
So much that we're gonna end up talking about behind the scenes about that day. It was a wild day.
Yeah.
But we also had a lot of other guests, and we're grateful.
They're all great.
For
all
them.
of our guests are great, always.
Let's show a clip of our guests.
Sure.
And just show them some love, a quick nod to the beautiful people who showed up and showed love and gave us their time and expertise.
Sure.
What's coming for season 3? Should we talk about it?
Sure.
Maybe you should leave. Maybe you should leave the room so you don't hear. Cause
listen, I don't care if I'm here or not. I want to be BTS. I want all the inside scoop. That's it. No matter what. All right, if I'm here or not.
You know what? I have a stipulation too. God darn it to hell.
Damn it. I was afraid you were going to say that.
I have one too. You still have to help us.
Oh my God.
We're still gonna
of course.
We're still gonna call you at 3 a.m.
Whatever you guys need. Whatever you guys need.
You would never answer your phone at 3 a.m. That's why I'm being
I
silly.
might.
You won't.
I might. I mean, I do put it on Do Not Disturb.
You don't answer. Exactly.
I do put it on Do Not Disturb after a certain point.
But
I should take that off because I want to be there if you guys need me.
But you know our phones tell us when the other person's phone is on Do Not Disturb.
Yes.
So
there's been times that you've called me at that time and it says...
I will text you when it says his phone is silent. And I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, I don't care. You find a way to send my message through. But season 3... it's going to be dope. Definitely new segments. It's going to be a new look. New look for the studio. New look for the branding. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited. And
that's going to be so weird.
It is.
For me.
For you.
I mean, looking at it from the other end.
You're going to get a couple more hours sleep.
Yeah. It's going to be so weird, but I'm going to love every moment of it. And you know, I will be number one supporter. So
appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. But we're still doing our SOA Q&A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do it. This one we got to go out with a bang bang. So no more not answering questions.
All right.
You have to answer all of these.
You sound like you know the questions.
Maybe I do.
Y'all setting me up? All right, let's go.
Let's do it. You want to take a breath?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the SOA.
Q&A.
AKA.
Adrenaline questions.
Of the day.
Hey.
Go AD, go AD, go! Get to my wake up. I said go AD, go AD, go!
What was the most shocking guest moment of season 2? I have to go back to episode 1 again.
Dang. That's 3 for 3.
I have to go back to Digital Dick when Fiona said that she was on a date with this guy. He brought a girl who was clearly selling him some type of narcotic.
Uh-huh.
And he then offered her cocaine. And she was like, no.
Pick up your glass and drink.
She did say that. She did say that?
I watch him. I watch the episodes.
Hilarious.
I'm a fan.
Oh, that's too funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do I still want a rematch against Nola and That's Dope? Heck yeah. I want my rematch because I believe.
Don't tell no lies. Don't be you're about to lie.
I can win.
It took a lot for you to say that. You know what?
Because I'm
I'm-
not entirely sure about that, but
I'm
but
proud of you
I
for even thinking that.
I
I
think
have to give you that. You know, an
I
E for
think-
effort.
I think I can win. So yes, I want a rematch.
All right, you got an E for effort. Cool, for thinking you can. What would I say my season 2 fashion sense was? My season 2 fashion sense was trying to figure out how to dress with these boobs. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious. It's like Melee's laughing. I'm so serious. It's so
I
hard.
did not expect you to say that at
'Cause
all.
that's been a
I thought you were
struggle.
gonna be like the background or the aesthetic with the.
He
That's
said
so
fashion.
funny. I know, but like today you're
Nah.
kind of matching with the.
That was my personal thing at home, and I think I've
That's
had
so
such
funny.
a struggle with boobs over the years. Like before I became a mom, if you ask God the weirdest things that I prayed for, God be like, oh gosh, she just asked ridiculous things. Like I used to literally clasp my hands together and say, God, please don't make me have big boobs
Really?
like my ancestors, because
Really?
yes, the women that came before me, they struggled.
Wow.
They have like real physical issues.
Usually you hear the complete opposite.
Because they used to struggle with issues like
Yes.
back pain.
So you see the inside of it,
Yeah,
like
I have
the
a-
other side.
I have a woman in my family, her job paid to have her breast reduced
Wow.
because she couldn't perform.
Wow.
And I used to be like, no, I don't want to have to be struggling to find a bra, because that's the issue my mom has. My mom can't just go into a store and buy a bra. She needs specialty bras. And I remember the first time when I went upstate and my mom was like, oh, when you go there, you're going to pick up a bra from... I'm like, what's your size? And she said something like a G. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
I didn't even know the letters go up that high.
Yo, that was my first time. I was like, so when I got pregnant, I was like, please, don't.
And God didn't answer the prayers.
No.
Mm.
So now I'm a D, which I'm cool with it. I'm fine
It's not a
with
G.
it. The issue is finding clothes that make sense.
Mm.
Like, you can't just wear whatever anymore. That's the thing. And it...
So what conclusion did you come up with?
that I just have to
Let him loose. Be free.
Sometimes, because in my 20s, I did cleavage a lot. Because I thought that a C cup was the best. I was like, this is nice. But then started growing and I was like, all right.
You wore a C cup even though you weren't a C cup.
No, I was a C cup and I thought that was great.
Oh, okay.
I was like 34C. I'm like, yeah, this is nice. Cleavage. But then after a while, I'm like, okay, I have to keep buying my tops bigger. My tops always have to be bigger. So I can't buy sets. I can't buy a top and pants set in medium.
Ah, yeah, they never match.
They never match. So
that's crazy.
the pants has to be a large too, because the top has to be a large.
Hmm.
So my waist is always like loose, and then I'll do little tricks to make the pants fit. But then it's a whole thing.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
never
But to
thought about
like
that.
finding outfits consistently for so many episodes, I had to zone in on that issue. I knew I had the issue before, but this is the first time I had to consistently keep finding. Because in my regular life, I don't search for clothes that much. I just,
Throw it on.
I'm always the boss everywhere I go. Like, not to sound crazy, so I wear whatever I want. If I want to, I wear Adrenaline hoodie. You know, he has a hoodie just like this.
Mhm.
You have one too.
I have one. Yeah, I got
I wear that.
I don't have the
hoodie
booty
so
shorts. I
much.
just have
you don't
the-
have the booty shorts.
no.
I do.
my fiance does though.
See, medium. Well, the hoodie is medium because they're a men's size.
Okay.
When I wear t-shirts, I always have to wear a man's cut because the woman's cut is so stretchy.
Mm.
If there's graphics on it, the graphic stretches in the front and it
Mhm.
looks off.
Yes, got
It's
you.
a whole thing. Like,
Wow.
but I
That's
never
crazy. I
expressed
never
this
thought
to
about that.
anybody, so
Obviously not.
nobody
'Cause
knows.
you got a lot to say about it.
Yeah, it's
It's a thing.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
That was
We're
the
here.
longest SOA Q&A
It
answer.
is.
for
It is.
season
But
2.
it's all good. What was the most memorable BTS moment on the podcast? I think it's so funny how people watch these episodes and they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. So I don't mean to put anyone on blast because, to be honest, I believe that it's a collective thing. But the most memorable moments is when we have fully recorded an episode. When we have fully recorded a complete episode. Perfect to the T.
And we're like,
And we look
that
over.
was good.
That was so great. We did amazing. And we look over and either it's not been recorded or is on the camera or the audio or somebody's microphone was off or that. And that has happened multiple times. But I think that it is a part of the experience. The Nola Row experience.
We had to re-record the school to prison pipeline.
Yes.
That's one. And there was another episode that we re-recorded 2 times and it still didn't work. And we pulled it. The cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
We never talked about cancel culture because we kept working on this episode so many times and this went wrong, that went wrong.
We were canceled.
So many things went wrong with it that we were like, yo.
Yeah. Just forget it.
We also recorded another episode that was never released, and I'm not going to say anything.
I know that one. I was thinking about that one today.
It was never released because there's some potential
Stuff
legal issues
going on.
with it. So
I know.
you made sure the last person you pointed to was me. I see you. Yep. But anyway.
Yes, but yeah. So I mean, it's a part of the experience. That to me, I realized like that has to happen. As annoying as frustrating as it is, that has to happen because sometimes that's the way we learn. We learn, we grow, and it is what it is. So
yeah, we all came into this podcast thing not
fresh.
Right. We never did a podcast before.
Exactly.
So every step of the way we had to learn something, and that's something that I've learned from doing events.
Yeah.
I've done so many events, but
Yeah.
every single time I do an event,
It's
I
better.
learn something new. I'm
Yep.
like, okay, I didn't know this. I've
Yeah.
done 100 events before. Why do I not know this? So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with the podcast.
Yep.
Every time we record, it's something. We
Yep.
got this new board with sound effects.
Yeah,
Doesn't work. Like the
New
cables
studios.
are wrong.
Like, new
We
camera.
went to a new studio. The lighting looks great until post-production. You're like,
My head is big.
yo, are you talking about me always saying, why does my face look so big? I'm always complaining. I'm
Why
like,
does my face look
I'm like,
big? Like, who has control
yo,
of that?
So what I've learned.
No one.
No, what I've learned in season 3, we're going to do.
Angles?
Nope. We're going to do a test recording, and then I'm going to go over there and look at it and be like, you need to zoom the hell out.
My head is
'Cause
big.
You're making my face. I'm like, why does my face look big?
Oh, my God.
And everybody's saying, no, it
He's
doesn't.
in post-production. He's like, yeah, let me just Photoshop her
Let me
head.
expand her face.
Her whole face.
But this has been so much fun.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
And
Excited
just
for season 3.
Such a dope experience,
Yeah.
and I can't thank you enough for bothering me to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the podcast.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think it was worth it.
You were in my DMs like, do a podcast, do a podcast, do a podcast, do a podcast. I'm
Yeah.
like, and then eventually you were like, if you do the podcast, I'm gonna be your producer. I was like, it's lit.
Superb. And
We're
trust
doing-
me, a lot of my family is going to be tight. So many of my family hit me up. Even, honestly, the past couple weeks, like, they've been like, yo, I'm on it. It's great. Da-da-da. So,
I know for
But
sure one of your
please.
family members, which I don't remember her name, but she hit me up about something super, like, it was
Personal?
really dope. No,
Oh, okay.
she wanted to participate in something that we were going to do. I don't want to mention it anymore because
Okay.
that was a flop. But then I discovered that this was your family. I was like, oh,
I don't even know who you're talking about.
She didn't even say she was related to
I don't
you.
even know who you. So that's somebody else that I wasn't even thinking of. So
Yeah, I'll
that's
tell you
beautiful.
about it later.
Listen, We're here. We're here. We're all family
Yeah.
now.
But shout out to everybody who, whether you watched, listened, commented, share it with somebody, hit us up about something, asked us questions, or even thought about us. Maybe you couldn't tune in, but you thought, like, damn, today's Thursday. Thinking about those guys. Thank you. Gratitude. Appreciate you
Yes,
all.
absolutely.
It's
It was
all
wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. All love.
love. All right.
All love. Damn, I feel like we should have been more confrontational.
What?
Like we should have been more confrontational. It brings, people in, Let's do one clip of us
You-
yelling at each other.
You want scandal.
Yes.
But
So let's do.
But we don't have that. I feel like we have similar mindsets on so many things that it's difficult.
I
that
know.
to
It
happen.
sucks. I mean, it's great.
We don't disagree on much.
Let's
Like,
do one
even
clip.
when we disagree initially, we'll talk and then
And
we're
we're
like,
like,
oh,
Nah,
okay.
I get your point.
I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
Yeah. So let's do one clip of us yelling at each
But
other.
we're faking it.
I mean, if you've watched the episode, you know that we're faking it, but you can take the clip and promote
So
it.
only the people who are watching
Who are not
this
watching the
will
episode,
know it's fake.
only people who are watching this will know it's fake.
And
But
the
if you're
people who
not
didn't watch
watching it,
you won't know.
you won't know it's
Ooh.
fake.
You're such a showbiz person.
I'm a shark.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving the podcast. No, I got to do it for real.
Should we play
Okay.
a song for you? Dun 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 dun. That's too upbeat. That's too happy. Are you gonna take your song back?
That's too. What's? Oh yeah. I want my song back. I'm out of here. I'm done with this podcast. I didn't like anything that we did this whole episode. It was trash. Everything that we do is garbage, and I'm sick and tired
Well,
of just
I need you
being
to
here.
stop rubbing the table.
Well, listen.
No, man.
This is why we
All
have
right,
this
all right.
issue
You know what, Melee?
because you don't
Now
like
that- hold on.
anything that I do.
No,
you don't
now
like
that we're
anything
here-
that I do.
If we're gonna have an argument, I need to be able to put a word into. Like,
Well, I'm that type of guy.
no, we
that
need to.
the passion.
Well, if we're not
overcomes
able
me
to go two way, I'm
sometimes.
gonna ignore you. I will sit here and act like.
Okay, what do you have to say?
You're gonna wonder if you exist the way I'm gonna
What do you
ignore
have
you.
to say?
I hate the way you bang the table all season long. Like, how many times I'm like, Melee,
I'm passionate.
I don't want that sound to go into the mic.
I'm
And
passionate.
you rub it. Why do you rub the
I'm
table?
passionate. I am Haitian. Haitian people talk with their hands.
You've never been to Haiti.
Why you gotta put my business out in the street?
Bro.
I love you.
Oh my God. Love you too.
We're happy family. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We're happy. We're
Is it- we're
drinking
done,
what
right?
we colored.
We're done, right? This is it?
We're not done.
Okay.
We're wrapping up season 2.
We're wrapping up season 2. All right.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Much love.
Bye.
Peace.